A lot of medical situations, the first few minutes are the most important, whether it's choking, cardiac arrest, seizures, diabetic emergencies, all kinds of different emergencies. If the person can be there when it happens and immediately attend to that patient, it makes all the difference in the world.
So say a student may not feel so well in the middle of the night. They call the campus police department, dispatch an officer as well as a FSU EMS responder, and then they assist the officer in evaluating the patient.
The officers actually lean on them to be the main primary responders to the calls.
Members from the student body can help each other.
Usually around 4,000 or 5,000 students are enrolled in the college, but that changes a lot depending on the time of day, the day of the week. A lot of times people will bring down friends, and so you can add another couple hundred students to the situation. Then the area neighborhoods we can bring people in.
So it's almost like its own little city.
You never know what time you're going to get a call. I've gotten calls all the spectrum, from right signing on at 6 o'clock, I get a call at 6:15, to something at 5 o'clock in the morning where you have to wake up and throw on your uniform real quick.
When I first started here, a student came back from an off-campus party. We don't really know what happened, but they thought that maybe somebody put something in her drink or something like that. But she laid down to go to sleep and she stopped breathing.
One of the calls I was on as a trainee was actually a drug overdose of someone I knew, which was kind of hard to deal with at the time because I knew this person.
And it happened to be that these people that were just trained were across the hall. And so they got toned out and literally ran across the hall and were able to start breathing for the patient. And because of their training experience, they were able to not panic, and they went into their mode and followed what is the protocol for the situation.
Use one or two hands, whichever allows you to provide deep, effective compression.
28, 29, 30.
Each trainee gets CPR and AED certified. Some things they'll learn is they will learn how to splint. They'll learn how to do blood pressures, respirations, pulses, anywhere from bruises or to lacerations to drunkenness to people that are on drugs under the influence.
Childbirth, burns, poisoning, musculoskeletal injuries, chest injuries.
It's a wide spectrum of things that they learn, and it's a very in-depth course.
The training they do, once again, they do like to have a lot of fun in the training, but the training is set up so that they will be prepared later to actually handle serious situations. We take the group dynamics, we take this little bit of stress on them to work together and try to get through it, and also the education to try to put it together.
EMS scenarios is when we test the trainees to see how well their knowledge of how to assess a situation, both trauma and medical, comes out. And it's very in-depth. I mean, we put you in the harshest situation possible.
And push and push and push. And try to push them to the point where they'll break. And when they don't break and they show them that they can work at that situation, it works out a lot better. So these scenarios are very, very intense.
You know your knowledge. You know how to assess a situation under the extreme pressures.
I've been doing this 10 years, and I'd trust these people to do anything. I would actually trust these people to take care of my own family, my coworkers, myself, and I keep that in mind when I'm doing this training.
The type of people that do this have this need. It's hard to describe, but it's a kind of need that can only be filled by helping someone else.
I'll say this, not everyone should join. You really have to be that type of person. You've got to be the type of person that when a building maybe is on fire, you're the person running towards it to see if they can help, not away. If somebody's calling for help, you're going to help them, not running away. It's not everyone. It's not for everyone. But if you feel like, if you're the person that you feel like you got that inside you, that you want to be that person when somebody needs assistance in the middle of the night, in a snowstorm, whatever it is, and you're that person that's going to want to go respond to that, that's who I want. I want that core group of people that wants to do that. And if you do that, then you'll get enormous things in return because you'll get good training, you'll get good relationships and camaraderie. You will remember the people you went to the academy with for the rest of your life. You'll probably keep contact with them because of the bonds you built during the academy. You will then respond to calls on campus, get unbelievable experience, real life experience. You can do all kinds of things in a classroom, but you cannot simulate at 2 o'clock in the morning on the side of the road taking care of a patient with the police and the ambulance and all the chaos and the emotions and such, and actually taking care of that call and feeling like you've actually accomplished something.
It takes a special kind of person to do that. And that's the kind of person that we're looking for. That's the kind of person that we interact with. That's the kind of people we are.